Hey, John here. So we had a tree fall through section of fence, chain link fence, and just want to go over maybe some ideas how to fix this for cheap as you can, and get a repair going to maybe not as good as new, but just about.
All right, well, after taking the tree out, this looks a little better. That kind of sprung up on its own, so plan is, obviously we got to replace the top pole. That's about 25 bucks there. I only need one, it looks like. And I could probably piece together if I'm short, depends on what's going on, but I'm only going to buy one because I do have some extra stuff hanging around. The mesh there, we're going to try to get away with repairing that. It's not too bad. It's got some it's got some kinks in it, but I got a plan on how to get them kinks out, and we'll go from there, and hopefully this will be a $25 fix. All right, so clearly this pole is not going to do, right? But we have some to work with. I think it separates right here, so we've got a little bit to work with. So one pole should do the trick, and this piece here, I'm going to buy this top piece. And that's it. This might be bent back a little bit, but we'll see if we can persuade it forward. I don't know, got a couple ideas, but they are cemented in the ground. So, so the one that obviously didn't make it. This one here, oddly enough, is further down the road. That one got bent too. I'll can straighten that one out though, and we'll get the top rail put in, and I think we'll be good. So I did take this piece out and straightened it, and then put this new piece on where the seam is. But you can see down the way there that this line post here is bent in a little bit. I'll probably just what I'll do here, we could probably persuade it actually. Alright, that was easy to fix. So just taking this top rail out and using another section of top rail, taking that cap off, sliding the top rail inside this line post, I was able to easily bend it, so it's looking like it's straight as an arrow now. Alright, so here's the plan here. So I got this A-frame ladder, or whatever you want to call it. If you got two-step ladders, I guess that could work. The higher the better. And I got a piece of angle iron, like an I-beam, stretched across there with a come-along coming down to the center. And that piece there is a fence stretcher. You could buy them. I made that years ago when I put this fence in like 20 years ago. And that's just a piece of top rail with some round stock welded on it for hooks there. I don't know if you can make that out, but so that's what I'm going to grab the fence with, and then I'm just going to stretch it out. Hopefully this will work. And yeah, so if you got a helper, you can stick a piece of pipe through the bottom rungs, or the bottom and the mesh there, right? Have somebody stand on it while you try to stretch this out. I don't, so I put this little self-tapper with a big fender washer, and hopefully that'll stop it from the whole fence lifting up, because those little ties here, even if you do 2-3 of them, I don't know if that's going to actually hold the fence from sliding up the pole. So we got everything set, and now it's just a matter of well, let's see here. Let's see if that actually will hold. I think it will. So I've got the hooks into 3 spots. I might have to change that because it looks like it's just stretching that out. So I'll lower it and put it down here a little bit, so we get more of a bite instead of just the top, because it looks like it's just going to stretch them out. And again, I don't know if it's going to work, but if we do it here, right, perhaps getting 3 of them at a time, and then try it. Alright, so it's deforming the crap out of it in the center there, but it's kind of bending. But what I'm going to do is, so I've got this piece up here, I'm going to go ahead and secure it with a bunch of those aluminum ties to these things here, to a point where then we can relocate our forks to grab another section, and we'll just keep doing it that way. This is actually working out pretty good. So you're just using your knee, coming in here where it's bent in or out, or where it's bent in. Just keep pushing back and forth. I'm just using, like I said, just working it, and it's straightening right out. And if you get a piece like this, which clearly down there we got some issues, I found using this just a little screwdriver or a pry bar, and you see how this is just kind of a foobar there. You can stretch that right out and get her up to the top of the fence. I was doing that all along, and it seems to be working. As you can see, it's just kind of stretching everything back and the whole thing is working out. Now this is the ends, they weren't that bad, but I'm going to continue going right down there and just massaging, you know, the mesh in and out, and then of course while I'm going putting these, I'm not sure how these go, I just been kind of wherever hooking it and then looping around a pair of pliers, just kind of socketing it in and making sure it's tight. And that's all I'm doing. Just going, and I'm going to go right down the whole fence there, and alright, so I just let the tension go. Everything seems to be holding. And again, I'll keep massaging it, and we'll use we'll get her up to, like, this is way distorted. I'll figure that out. This needs to be square. I have to get in there with maybe 2 pairs of pliers, or maybe your hand, I don't know. And then we can get that up. Again, there's one here that needs to be stretched out. This one obviously needs to be over here and hooked back in. Okay. So anyways, I think this is going to work out. I'll just keep messing with this, and we'll get it to where it's feasible in terms of get this sucker back in there. Get it looking halfway decent, right? So I gotta massage it down here. If I push in down here and pull up, I think we're gonna be good. I've got one little bolt to take out, and I think this fence is gonna be repaired. All right, well, all in all, it came out pretty good. Is it perfect? No, it is dog proof, but it only cost $35. You know, top rail and a cap and couple of aluminum ties, and that was that. I did lose some of my vine fence there, but no big deal. But I thought I would have to replace these bushes or do something out with, you know, with these bushes, but it turns out just a few branches that even snapped back with a little help. So all in all, this potentially looked like $1,000 deal. $35, boom, done. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.